One day, a lioness died giving birth to a cub. At the same time, a herd of sheep happened to pass by. The tiny cub, left alone and helpless, instinctively followed the sheep. Surprisingly, the sheep accepted the cub as one of their own, and from that day forward, the lion cub grew up among them. Living with the sheep, the cub began to believe that he was a sheep too. He adopted their habits, ate grass with them, and lived a simple, docile life. Since he had never encountered another lion or heard a lion's roar, he had no idea what he truly was. All he had ever known was the world of the sheep. As the cub grew, he transformed into a magnificent young lion. But despite his powerful frame and striking appearance, he still behaved just like the sheep. The sheep were no longer afraid of him, and he didn't see himself as anything more than an ordinary member of their flock. One day, an old lion spotted the herd of sheep from a distance. As he approached, he noticed something strange. A young lion was grazing among the sheep. Astonished, the old lion paused, unsure of what he was seeing. Sheep and lions are natural enemies, yet here was a lion living peacefully with the very animals he was meant to hunt. Curious, the old lion decided to investigate. Abandoning his original plan to hunt a sheep, he instead set his sights on the young lion. With a mighty roar, he leapt toward the flock, sending the sheep scattering in panic. To the old lion's surprise, the young lion also ran away, fleeing alongside the sheep as though he were one of them. Determined to uncover the truth, the old lion chased the young lion. Though the chase was difficult, the old lion eventually caught him. The young lion trembled with fear, believing his life was about to end. "Please let me go," the young lion cried, tears streaming down his face. "I'm just a poor sheep, please spare me." The old lion was stunned. He could hardly believe his ears. How could a lion, the king of beasts, think he was a sheep? Realizing that the young lion had no idea of his true identity, the old lion decided to show him the truth. Ignoring the young lion's protests, the old lion dragged him to a nearby lake. The young lion resisted fiercely, terrified of what was happening, but the old lion's strength was far greater. He forced the young lion to look into the still, clear water. "Look at your reflection," the old lion commanded. "Look at my face and then look at your own. Look at my body and compare it to yours. Do you still believe you're a sheep?" Reluctantly, the young lion gazed into the water. For the first time in his life, he truly saw himself. His reflection was not like the sheep he had always lived among. It was just like the powerful lion standing beside him. A wave of realization washed over him. In that instant, he understood that he was not a sheep but a lion. Everything he had believed about himself was a lie. The old lion roared, shaking the forest with his powerful voice. Encouraged, the young lion tried to roar as well. At first, it was a weak, uncertain sound, but as he embraced his newfound identity, his roar grew louder and stronger. Soon, it echoed through the forest, sending the sheep running in every direction. The young lion felt an incredible surge of energy, a strength he had never known before. The meekness and fear that had defined him vanished, replaced by a newfound confidence and power. He was no longer the frightened sheep he had once believed himself to be. He was a lion, and he finally understood what that meant. The story of the lion who thought he was a sheep carries a profound message. Just like the young lion, many of us live our lives unaware of our true potential. We are shaped by the people around us and the environment we grow up in, adopting beliefs that may limit us. Often, we surround ourselves with people who make us feel small, incapable, or unworthy. Over time, we start to believe these things about ourselves, just as the young lion believed he was a sheep. But the truth is, we all have unique strengths and abilities waiting to be discovered. The moment you recognize your true potential, everything changes. Like the young lion's roar, your confidence will grow, and the limitations you once accepted will fade away. you'll realize that the doubts and fears that held you back were never real. The key is to step away from the crowd and take a closer look at yourself. Reflect on who you truly are, not who others say you are. Find the courage to embrace your inner strength and let go of the false beliefs that keep you from reaching your full potential. The young lion's transformation didn't happen because he suddenly became stronger or smarter. It happened because he saw himself for what he truly was. In the same way, you don't need to become someone else to achieve greatness. You only need to recognize the greatness that already lies within you. So, take a moment to reflect. What hidden talents or abilities might you have? What untapped potential is waiting to be unleashed? Don't let the opinions of others define your worth. Remember, you are not a sheep, you are a lion. The day you embrace your true identity and recognize your unique strengths will be the day your life changes forever. Stand tall, find your roar, and let the world hear it. Buddha bless you.